Stars Amongst Stars. I am Sonic, your host, and we have an exciting show lined up for you today. Last week, it was our 14th episode. We had the pleasure of having Michelle Rouse and Brian Synthman Washington on the show. It was a special Thanksgiving family holiday special. If you missed episode 14, be sure to check it out. But first, later in the show, we will be welcoming the legendary Ronnie Payne to the show. We will be sharing exciting updates, plus we have some breaking news just for you. That's right here on Sonix TV1, your new home for entertainment. As a music producer, songwriter, musician, and audio engineer, I have had the incredible opportunity to collaborate with legends like Tony Terry, Lauryn Hill, I'll Be Sure, Intro, Bad Boy, and work with iconic labels such as Virgin, Capitol, Warner Brothers, just to name a few. Today, I invite you to join me on a journey through the heart of music, entertainment, and technology. Let's dive into the stories and sounds that shape our world. Thank you for being here. Let's make some magic together. The quote of the day: you can't stop dreaming just because the night never seems to end. Author unknown. You can't stop dreaming just because the night never seems to end. Author unknown. I like to add to that, just don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Keep believing. In 2021, I released my single Easy Street featuring Eric Marienthal of the legendary Chick Corea's Electric Band. We will be sharing that shortly, and also we'll be sharing my music video for Broadway, which was directed by our past guest, Brian the Synthman Washington, and he will be joining, and we'll be sharing that a little later. Coming up next, we have Easy Street. So stay tuned and keep it locked right here on Sonix TV1, your new home for entertainment. That was Easy Street, featuring the one and only Eric Marienthal from the legendary Chick Corea's Electric Band. On bass, we have Walter Jones out of Las Vegas. We have Johnny J2 Johnson, played with some of the greats. Played with Boyz II Men, Eric Benet, and quite a few others. On drums, we have the most recorded drummer in history on percussion, John J.R. Robinson, who's played with Daft Punk, Michael Jackson, Eric Clapton, just to name a few. And yours truly, produced, arranged, composed, Easy Street. And I hope you enjoyed that. You can check out all my music on all digital platforms if you haven't already. You can check it out on iTunes. You can check it out on Amazon, Apple Music, Tidal. Just go check it out. We'd love to hear from you, so please check it out.
This is a world premiere.
That was Broadway, featuring the one and only William Prince on saxophone. Guitar is Johnny J2 Johnson out of Las Vegas, and produced, written, and arranged, and all other instruments by yours truly. Had a good time shooting that music video in New York City. The video is directed and recorded and shot by the one and only icon, legend in the making. That's right, Brian Synthman Washington. If you haven't checked out his works, make sure you check out both their works. You can find William Prince at williamprincemusic.net. That's williamprincemusic.net. And you can check out Brian at his handle, _synth_man, on all digital platforms. You can check him out on all social media. And also you can check me out. My handle, I am Sonix. I am Sonix on all social media platforms. And you can check out my website, sonixmusic.net, sonixmusic.net. And if you like what you've seen today, you like what you've heard, please subscribe and like the channel right down below. Subscribe and like down below. And also down below, when you subscribe, you'll be able to get the notifications of when we're going live, upcoming events. And also down below, you can find a description about this show, and also be able to reach out to us and share your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. There's an email address, my social media contact, and also my website. So please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. So coming up next, we have the one and only Ronnie Payne, musician, music producer. He's played all over the world. He's played out of St. Lucia, out of St. Maarten, out of Orlando, out of Las Vegas, and does a lot of shows in Las Vegas. This man has worked with on some iconic shows from Motown. His history is quite fascinating. So buckle your seatbelts and stay tuned and keep it locked right here on Sonix TV1. The show has been pre-recorded. His interview has been pre-recorded, but I'll be still hanging out with you in the chat room. So I'd love to hear from you, love to hear your feedback, and I'll be chatting with the chat room today. Thank you for joining us, everyone in the chat room. I see you. I appreciate you. Sonix TV1, we all appreciate you. All the guests, we all appreciate your support. Appreciate your love. So please stay tuned. Keep it locked right here on Sonix TV1. That's right here, folks.
Ronnie Payne, a musical journey across borders. Ronnie Payne is an accomplished pianist, music producer, and performer from Trinidad, renowned for his ability to seamlessly blend Caribbean, jazz, and world music. His career spans from local collaborations in Trinidad to international stages in the USA and St. Maarten, where he has left a lasting impact as a versatile musician. Early in his career, Ronnie performed with artists like Sterling Gittens on Heaven and Loris Adams on After Lunch, established himself as a skilled pianist and keyboardist. His work with the Chandelier Band, Kalani Band, and B-Sharp Majors Band showcased his talent in diverse musical settings. Ronnie's global journey includes notable collaborations with Lavon Henry, Mighty Dow, and the Chocolate Sax Watts in St. Maarten, and performances with Code 868 and Island Breeze in the USA. His musical influence continues to inspire, bridging cultures and enriching the world with his innovative sound. Sonix TV1, join me in welcoming the one and only Ronnie Payne.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and only Ronnie Payne to the show. Ronnie Payne, how you feeling today, my brother?
Man, can't complain. Life is good.
Oh man, that's a wonderful thing, man. I'm so glad to have you here today. We're so glad, man. We're so glad to have you here today, brother. So this is an incredible brother right here. Incredible music producer, songwriter, arranger, composer, musician. This gentleman has worked with some of the icons all over, from Trinidad, St. Maarten, Orlando, all around the world. This man is a world-renowned musician, man. So let's get into it. So everyone knows how we start this show. We always start this show with the beginning of the book that is Ronnie Payne. That's what we want to know. We're going to get all up in your business today.
I hear that. I hear that.
So, my brother, so let's start at the beginning of your book. So, what was home life like for you, and where were you born?
I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, to be precise, Port of Spain, which is the city, but I'm not a city boy because my folk them is in Aruca, which is the country. Yeah, it's called Aruca, but I was born in the city.
The country boy, huh?
Yeah.
And so, what was home life like for you growing up?
Man, it was nice. It was nice. I lived with my mom and my dad. Grew up in the church. And I can't complain. I can't complain. Coming to talking about the music, my mom is the one who got me started. I never asked to be a musician or nothing. She bought a guitar for me at 9. Why did she do that? Who knows? Something I maybe was doing, maybe beating the hell out of a pots and pans or something. Yeah.
So you started beating on pots and pans, and mom bought you a guitar, huh?
Could be. So, let me give him a shot. Oh yeah, she gave me a shot, and she created a monster.
Well, that's hats off to mom for seeing something in that you didn't even know it was inside you yourself. You know.
Oh yeah. When I got involved, man, hey, woof, I was enjoying that ride, man. I was enjoying it. Then had older cats in the neighborhood who was already playing, so they look out for a little brother. Hey, oh yeah, they laid out for me.
So who inspired you to actually take it and develop it and really put work into it? Was there anyone around you, or did you just started getting a passion for it?
Well, when I ended up in high school at 12, and I'm meeting some of the cats who were playing already, and we rode from high school to now. Yeah, them boys, I can call them up. Yeah, we still doing this stuff. So we all would look out for each other, go by each other home, just jam, small jam, as we keep getting older. And we could work now, get gigs. Yeah, that's how that was.
So is there anybody in particular that took you under their wing when you was a child that started teaching you, or that you saw and you said, I want to be like this guy or that guy?
Nah, I was just walking and checking all the guys. I mean, Trinidad is an island, so in the neighborhood, everybody know everybody. So by 14, 15, I already know all the musicians in the neighborhood. When they're practicing, I'm going and I'm sitting and just looking at hands. I'm looking at the position of the fingers. They know how to show me that. I come home and try to see what I see them do. And ears, I have a good ear. I remember what the song like, and I hope when I do it, I get the same song. Oh yeah, I did get the same song. In my piano lessons, my piano teacher's son, he was already, well, he like 10, 15 years older than me. Oh yeah, when I go by the house for lessons, when his mom like leave the piano to go in the kitchen and cook, yeah, he would sneak over by the piano and started showing me something, and we get deep into the next. Realize I ain't playing no piano piece, I'm playing like chords or something. Ronald, get back to you.
So you originally started with drums and then guitar.
No, I started guitar first.
Guitar first and then drums.
And piano at 12, trumpet at 14, drums about 17. But I'm still playing all of them. Then I ended up in a church band as a drummer. And the piano coming from that, with me being a drummer in the band, the piano player that we had in the band was a Seventh-day Adventist guy. He's living with his grandmother, and most of our players was Friday nights in church, right? Which is Seventh-day Adventist. That's the Sabbath. The Sabbath started on Friday evening, 6 o'clock. So we playing out Friday evening, which is on his Sabbath. His grandmother like, you gotta be inside. This is your Sabbath, man. So he came to us. He said, guys, I gotta leave the band, man, because my grandmother complaining. So the band leader said, okay, you gotta find a drummer. I'm like, hold up. He's a piano player. I'm the drummer. I didn't tell you I'm leaving. He's leaving. He said, yeah, you the piano player. Because every time we take a break, the first thing I see you do, you leave them drums and you go over to that piano. I'm listening. He's a better piano player than a drummer. Now we have an opportunity. We're looking for a drummer. You the piano player. Yes, my face was long because I always like to hit that kid, but I never regret it. I was 17. Never regret it.
So you grew up playing in church?
In church.
Did you do any playing outside of church at that
Yeah.
age?
Yeah. I got caught on the TV. I had to be sneaking out of only my brothers and them know I'm going to play gigs at night. My mother and them didn't know until we had a big show in a park in Trinidad called Skinner's Park. Had like about 5-6 bands, 4 DJs, and the whole TV crew in there filming. And then when our band started playing and the camera on us, my sister and them give me the story. The phone ring. Sister Ben, is that Ronald on the TV? And she looking back at my sister and them saying, where better? She's looking right there.
He's on the TV.
That's how I got busted.
What year, what age was that?
I was almost 18. Yeah, because still in my mother's house.
So that's like your first professional gig was 18.
Yeah, I got busted. Yeah, because all the other gigs I was doing was more in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
but,
go ahead.
Yeah, these guys that asked me to play in this professional band, and yeah, I'll do it. They need a keyboard player. I went and do it, but it was a secret with me and my brothers. My mom that never knew nothing about that. Because I remember I got to sneak out of the house, so I sneak and I'm leaving home 3 o'clock high day for a show 9 o'clock at night. Because I can't leave home 7, 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? I gotta be home. And then when I come back after, I gotta rap on the window. Hey, open up. Because they know I'm outside, but there's 5 of us, so they seen 4 people running around. They think I'm there too. They think they seen all 5. My mother and my father, they think they seen all 5, but it's only 4 they see it. I ain't there.
You know, that sounds very similar to my story. I used to sneak out, go to the studio, do my gigs, and sneak back in the house. Hey, let me in the house.
But the nice thing is music we're gonna play. We ain't doing drugs and that kind of stuff. We're gonna play music.
Yeah. Same here, my brother. Same here.
We're gonna play music. But you're underage, and that's how it is. When you have your own place, well, you do what you gotta do. But I live on my parents' roof, so I don't follow the rules. But the music was deep, man. That was deep in me, man. That was deep.
So when did you start producing? What age would you say you started writing and making compositions?
That is when I left Trinidad and went to St. Maarten. In St. Maarten now is where I met this guy from Dominica. And I had one keyboard, the Sonix TV1. That's all I had. And a cassette machine. And Sonix TV1 and a cassette machine. And this guy came to me, but my little brother was living with me too at the time. So he had came over to St. Maarten and he was with me. And this guy, so he said, I want to do this production, but I want it similar to Maxi Priest. So I tell him, give me one of your songs and I'll work at it. So I remember my brother coming home from work and he had me working on this song. And the first thing my brother said, what Maxi Priest song that is? I'm like, good. I'm on track. I'm on track. I said, this is not a Maxi Priest. This is something I'm doing for this brother here, you know? Mm-hmm. So that was my first production project.
And what age was this?
Now I'm 29.
Mm-hmm. So before you left Trinidad, what were some of the artists you worked with in Trinidad?
Well, I was actually in bands. So the bands were like Callion, Chandelier. I did one guest appearance with one called Song Revolution. Never played with them like I played with Callion and Chandelier. I just got the band leader, the guy called Colin Lucas. Some show he was doing and he needed an extra keyboard player at that time. Something what happened to his keyboard player. So I went in just do that show with them. And that was the one time I actually played with that band. Yeah.
And so, what age did you jump over to St. Martin?
I left Trinidad to St. Martin at 26 or 27. What 27? I was 27.
And
Yeah.
you basically was island hopping from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was in St. Kitts not for long. St. Kitts is what kind of get me across to St. Martin. Because I went to St. Kitts first, following some friends in Trinidad. One friend had a friend in St. Kitts, and he called him up, and the guy said, "Well, there really had nothing heavy happening here, but the boy could come and see." So I took vacation. I was working in a bank at the time. I took vacation from the bank. I said, "Okay, let me try this out." So the guy said, "Come try it." So I went by him, hang there. The next day, he took me to my guest house. When I settled in the guest house, opposite the guest house was a bar. I went in the bar, had a beer. While drinking a beer, this guy walked up to me. "I know everybody from here. You not from here. Where you from?" I said, "Well, I'm from Trinidad, man." So we start talking, and somehow the conversation ended up in music. I can't remember, because this is years now, I can't remember how it get there, but the conversation ended up in music. He said, "Man, I'm a drummer." Like, "Okay, cool." I said, "Well, I'm a keyboard player." So he asked him, "Well, what's my next stop after this?" I said, "Well, I'm going back home if nothing happens here in St. Kitts. I'm going back to Trinidad." He said, hold on. Check me out tomorrow. He was working his uncle jewelry store at the time. I get to the jewelry store. This brother took me to his house on his lunch break. Mind you, he met me in a bar last night. I could have tell him the Prime Minister of Trinidad was my father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a keyboard player. He took me to his house on his lunch break. Pick up the phone and call his brother in St. Martin. "Hey, Key, I got a boy here. He's a keyboard player. I know you need a keyboard player. Give me the phone." I talked to the guy. He said, "How to make a great to St. Martin?" I said, "I could go in the travel agent." Because no, back then we didn't like today with cell phones and that kind of stuff. So I got to go in the travel agent, get his ticket. I could be there by tomorrow. I got there the next day. This guy, he too, just took his boy word for it that I'm a keyboard player. No audition, not nothing. Just word. I couldn't find the keyboard with none of these guys.
And he never even heard you play, and now you
Nothing.
And now you moving to St. Martin.
Not a note. Got to this guy. This guy have a recording studio. He had the biggest studio and professional studio in St. Martin. Got there. His name is Alfonso Brooks. We call him Tonka. Tonka is his nickname. I sat there with Tonka. Tonka, like I said, no audition. It just he took his boy word for it. And it's okay. My boy say, "You're a keyboard player, you're a keyboard player." He started outlining stuff. He said, "I do have a keyboard player, but this year I'm handling the carnival committee. So my boy gonna be riding with me. He won't have time to play. So I need a guy to play with, get the Calypsonians together, get all the music." Man, I'm shaking like a leaf because I've never done nothing. This is empty word. I haven't done nothing like that before.
Wow.
So I listen, and something tapped me back and say yes. Yes, I can do it. I can handle it. The next thing come out my mouth is, but I'm in St. Martin. My mom know I went to St. Kitts. I'm in St. Martin now, so I need to let her know where I'm at. He said, "Look, the phone right there." I said, "Trinidad, I go and call." He said, "Look, the phone right there, pick it up, man." I pick up the phone, call my mom, say, "Happening. I'm in St. Martin right now. And I just get this opportunity, and I want to do it." One of the first things he said, "For your vacation finishing just now." I said, "Whenever that bank call the house, tell them I was there. I never resigned, I never retired. I just walk away from my bank job. Here's this thing called music." You want to say I'm crazy. Everybody think I'm crazy.
Hey man, you know what? That was just God ordering your steps,
Yeah.
man. He already knew. You know, had everything outlined for you. You know, your path was already set. It's like almost like you didn't even have a say in it at all.
So,
oh man.
I said yes. The next thing I tell the guy, I said, "Look, I'm in St. Martin. The only people I know here is you. I got no place to stay." He took me downstairs to the studio because he had an apartment, everything there. He said, you staying right here. I had a place to stay. I'm living in a recording studio. I mean, what more kind of guy you ask for? It's something I want to do all the time. Play music.
And and now you live in a recording studio.
Yeah.
God just opened the doors and blessed you mightily. That is amazing, brother.
I started there. I started playing with them guys. The word was out, and we got a brother from Trinidad. People came over, started giving me work outside the studio. So I started gigging outside the studio. I don't know if you remember Nina Jordan from Covenant Church.
Mm-hmm.
She was in St. Maarten. She's one of them that offered me a gig. And I was rolling with her. A big hurricane, 1995, get everybody, a lot of people out of St. Maarten. So she came back here to the US. I ended up coming to the US 2002, Vegas 2003. I have, so this is years after. I walk in a Walmart, saw Nina. I'm talking about Nina now. I saw Nina. I look like, Nina. I walk up there. Nina, ready? I'm like, look at this. We meet again. And she called me just yesterday to do 2 tracks work. Yeah.
Wow.
Just yesterday. And I haven't talked to Nina in a long time. She called me yesterday.
All these steps God just was ordering for you, my brother.
Yeah.
So in St. Maarten, some of the artists that you work with in St. Maarten.
Well, the first guy, like I said, his name was Barrington. Let me get up. I can move this. I gotta show you some. I hope the camera can pick it up. Are you seeing these CDs here? And these CDs here? You can see them?
Yeah, I see them.
These here? Those are the folks I did in St. Maarten.
That man right there was working.
Everybody I did project with, I asked them for one favor. So I need 1 CD for my collection. Yeah. And that is in a 13-year period.
Man, when you got stacks of CDs like that, I don't know if you guys really understand, the viewers really understand how much work that actually goes into just one. You could actually be working on one project for a number of years. You could work on one project. So to see a stack of CDs on 2 shelves like that means that man was putting in some work and some time. So.
How I was working with my people in St. Maarten, when they come to me to do a project, they leave the CDs. So I took over the whole project. I had my graphic people. I had a company here in the US that was making the CDs. So I had all my prices, and I gave my people one fixed price. That gonna get you 1,000 CDs. That gonna get you all your artwork, everything, and your music done with me. Yeah.
So it was like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Get all the production done, all the writing, all the arranging, the mixing, the mastering.
Yeah.
The CD pressing, all the artwork, everything in one stop. That was a brilliant sell right there.
One-stop shop.
Brilliant.
Because I thought about it. I mean, it's not like how it is today. Back then was different. I thought about it. I like, okay, they do the work with me, and now they have to go figure out. I'm like, nothing. I got involved because I used to get all these keyboard magazines. Remember when we had keyboard magazines back in the day?
Yeah.
So I had a subscription on it. So every month again, keyboard magazine. So I found this CD company here in the US in one of the magazines. I reached out to them, and they gave me the price for 1,000 CDs. I had my boy in St. Maarten who was doing graphics, which is also a bass player, John Hannibal. Yeah, we used to gig also, and his others, their job was graphic arts. So I had him on board. I said, John, when they come to me, I'm sending them to you.
Brilliant.
I'm paying you, so you all you're doing with them is the graphics, and I'm paying you, so they're not paying you or nothing. Yeah.
That is a straight brilliant idea, brother.
Yeah.
Just a couple of names you worked with in St. Maarten. Cause you should see this list, ladies and gentlemen. It's just
you know
what? I'll show you a little bit. Cause look, this list on my phone is just going on and on and on and on and on and on. Like this list is like it's never ending.
Let me put 2 CD out.
So I see Ronnie's recording studio. Lavon Henry, Mighty Dow, Daphne Nicholson, Chocolate Sax Watts, Jazz Band, Pablo Allen, Ricardo, and female. Bro, this list is just on and on, bro.
Okay. I just got some CDs in my hand here. This guy is a Haitian guy. This is his group. What's the name of G-Force Symphonic Celeste. Now I'm looking at these guys. I remember him well. I remember him well. Tony and the Boy. This is guys from some diehard St. Maarten guys. Old cat. I don't know how much of them are alive today. I don't know. I hope some of them still there carrying on the legend. Yeah. Who's this one? Kingdom. What's the name of this one? Kingdom Soldiers. Yeah.
Well, you see, this man is never stopping, man. I think, I often think.
This is my main girls, Johnson Sisters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I met these girls when they were like 14, 15. They're here in the US, one in Florida. Yeah. Yeah, they know what, 40 something. They just had a birthday. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're going to take a little short break and we'll be right back after this presentation. Stay with us. Sonix TV1, your new home for entertainment. Keep it locked right here.
That was Cloud 9, produced, written by yours truly, with Johnny Johnson on guitar. We're here with Ronnie Payne, the one and only Ronnie Payne, out of Trinidad. You just out of the Caribbean, period. St. Maarten, world traveler, man. I'm grateful to have him here today. So let's pick up where we left off. You were working with some artists in St. Maarten, and then you moved to, was it Orlando? Or you?
Yeah, I was in Orlando.
So when you moved to Orlando, you moved because of the hurricanes, or what made you think about that?
No, I left St. Maarten because I needed to get deeper into the studio game, man. I had problems understanding because I started doing music on computers now, and I had problems understanding the audio and interconnect a CD burner. Because back in the day was parallel port, wasn't USB like today. Computers are a piece of cake. Computers back then was a computer, like the word said, a computer. You gotta know how to use that bad boy. Not today. Yeah, today it's easy.
Point and click, basically. Yeah.
I just tell you, just to understand how to use a CD burner, make burner CD. That was something hard to do, because when you go in the, let's call it the app, when you go in the app, you're trying to get your music across to the burner. You have to find it. You can't find it. So I'm bringing computer guys over. I say, guys, with your computer skills, my music knowledge, this is what I want to do. I want to burn a CD. As a matter of fact, I need to connect the CD, make the CD happen. The CD burner. So connected in the parallel port, but you can't get to the link to do nothing. Finally, we made something happen. Back then, I was paying $5 for a blank CD. I maybe destroyed 20 blank CDs before we could actually, we get it burned, but we don't know how we get it burned. So we had to go back, throw that CD away, and bring another one in. Like I said, it's $5 for one. Right now, $5 giving you what, about 50 or 100? I haven't bought a blank CD in a long time. $5 give you a whole other CD. Back then, it was for one. I hope these young cats are listening to me. This boy crazy. No, I ain't crazy. That's what it was back then.
Yeah, you had to get the job done, but you found a way. So
we make it happen.
So the technology basically triggered you to move to Orlando. So how did that? What triggered that?
And I'm a Windows guy. I'm sorry for the Mac people. I'm a Windows guy. All you Mac audience, don't be hating. Don't be hating. Don't be hating. I'm a Windows guy.
I am not a gear snob at all. You know what I mean? Like you got gear snobs. You know, if you ain't using this, then
I started on Windows 95.
You was at it. You've been at it a long time.
Been coming up the road. And if you want to know where I'm at right now, I'll tell you where I'm at right now. I'm still on PC, SSD, 4 terabyte card, i9 processor, and 128 gigs of RAM. You still want me to go on a Mac? Hell no, because it's fast. It don't blue screen. It don't do nothing like that.
Hey, as long as it works for you, that's all that matters. When you went to Orlando, did you go to school in Orlando, or you just went to Orlando to work with some people that you knew could actually help broaden your technology skill and help you with technology?
I got married. My wife from Orlando, so that's how I ended up in Orlando.
Okay.
When I get into Orlando, I have a story with me and my wife in when I just came to the US. My first weekend, which was in the first week when I got here, she took me to Universal in Orlando, in the entertainment section. When you get in who ever been to Universal in Orlando, it's all the clubs, the jazz, the reggae, the Latin, all the clubs. They're all in one area. So when you get in there, the first clubs you're gonna meet, I don't know if the ship things around, but at that time, the first club you're gonna meet is city jazz, and opposite city jazz is Bob Marley. I saw the city jazz. I want to go in the jazz. She want to go in the reggae. Mind you, this is my first week in the US and my first weekend. So I'm only like 3 days in the United States. But she's for the first time. Yeah. And I want to go in city jazz. She want to go in Bob Marley. So I'm like, you know what I mean? The woman says she want to go in Bob Marley's. We go in Bob Marley's. We went in Bob Marley's. Bob Marley's is designed like a house, upstairs, downstairs. We went upstairs and I'm looking down. And the band that performing, the lead singer, I know the lead singer. I work with her in Trinidad. First thing the wife said, you didn't want to come in here. Now we're in here, you know everybody in the place. I like, that girl, I work with that girl in Trinidad. I'm a hat guy. So I get, when they're about to take a break, I leave upstairs, run down by the stage, I pull my hat down on my face. Her name is Lima Dunbar. I walk up there and said, hey Lima, how you doing? Well, my hat in my face, so she don't know who she talking to. When I realize she talking to me like a regular guest, I take my hat off. The rest is history. She gave me all the numbers that she know I needed to get, and I was working like crazy in Orlando.
Oh my God! See how God just orders your step, and this man just had faith, and he was following the footsteps. You know,
Similar to St. Maarten. This is my first week in the US. This is 2002. My first week. I think I got here on a Wednesday, so this is the Friday night. So it's like 2-3 days after. Yeah.
God ordering your steps and opening up all the doors, man.
This is my second week in the US. I had gigs.
So some of the places you played out in Orlando.
SeaWorld, Disney. That was my main, because she hooked me up with a guy called Victor Perrion, and Victor was working with Disney with a guy called he have the company and which he still have today. I forget about the name already. They're gonna come to me just now. Yeah. So they hooked me up into that, and he had all the contracts, SeaWorld, Disney. So I was actually doing that. Yeah.
So you was just off to the race as soon as you touched down.
Glenn Barkley, that's the name of the guy. Glenn Barkley. He has the company in Disney. So he had all them gigs inside of there. So Victor used to be just calling me, hey, this is where we going. And then a year after, well, my boy that I worked with in St. Maarten, the very first project in St. Maarten, like I said, he left when we had the hurricane in 1995 and came here to Vegas. Mm-hmm. He was in Vegas from 1995. Okay. And he always keep calling me, say, because he never paid me. Because of the hurricane, everybody had to run. I stayed. So right. He left, and I gave him the cassette before. I said, look, take this, go finish this in America. And he keep calling me all the time. So when I forget you. Whenever you come to the US, I got you. So when now I'm in Orlando, I call him up. I still had the number. I say, look, I'm in the US now, but I'm in Orlando. It's okay. I'm in Vegas. The parents here with me. I think they should be here about another 3 months or so. As soon as they leave, I call him. As soon as they left, he reached out. Say, hey, coast clear. Anytime you're ready, come to Vegas. I decide now, this is now a year later, exactly 1 year later. I decided I come to Vegas. I came to Vegas, and he took me around. I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I can do this.
You said, I'm home.
I think I can do this. I went back. I packed a U-Haul.
You drove on out here?
And I
drove on out to Vegas.
2003. That was 2003.
And never looked back. So let's talk a little bit about this technology, because technology has influenced not only the music business, but it has also influenced the music production. So I want to get a little bit of that take from you of how it has, transpired in your actual world itself. Basically how it influeed you.
Okay, when I started on the Tascom D8 and D838. Remember those that machines?
I remember very well. Tascam
Using
D88s.
the camcorder.
Yeah, they look like that. They're
I
very
still have
like.
them. I still have my machine.
Yeah.
Machine still here. Waves and them up there. Yeah. But
They sounded good though, you know.
I had that machine for mix down, and my hookup was on 70.
Yeah.
I still have the mixing board that I was using. I had the mixing board back then. I had the 70 string clocked in. When you hit that space, you hit that space by it triggers the.
So how many were you working with? Were you working with 3 to give you the 24, or you were working with like 32?
I have 2 of them. I have the 38 and the 88. So
Okay.
I only had 16 tracks.
You did 16, okay.
And all my keyboards were just on stands, which I still have my keyboard in the garage now because we living in a day of plugins now. So
Yeah.
and it so happened I got lucky that except the Sonic ones, but in maybe in the tour collection, all my keyboards and them is in plugins now. I have them. But what's in the garage, I have them in plugins. So leaving the tape was good. The tape was good, but how it gets now today, you can do everything on the computer. Everything.
So you embraced it.
Yeah, back then with a computer, a drive was what 150 gigs. Yeah. Now we on 20 terabytes.
And think about this, you know, like you would like look 150 gigs and the cost for 150 gigs.
So to make that work, you want to have a tower full of drives. And then I think they went to 200 and 250, then 500, 750. And I had all them drives. 750, terabyte, 2 terabyte, and so on. So right now in my computer, I have 6 drives in my rack mount case. Yeah, which is 8 terabyte, 2 4s, 2 2s. Yeah, I got space. I got space.
You can record 100 albums right now and never run out of space.
And anybody not.
So how when you started transferring, what made you embrace it first? The ease of use, or what made you embrace it?
One more time.
What made you embrace going from the D88s to other platforms to DAWs? You know.
Well, when I got involved with the DAWs and like I said, and when I got to Orlando and those guys down there, when I see how they were working, because remember in St. Maarten I had problems, and that's how I left and come to the US because I was looking for input. And when I saw what those guys was working with, I was like, oh.
What were they working with? Do you remember? Was it Pro Tools, Creator,
no,
Cakewalk?
No. The guy that I hooked up with, a guy called John Smith, he was on PC too, and he was using Cubase FX.
Okay, Cubase.
And he set me up with Cubase FX, so I started with the FX, which I still have Cubase today. Cubase 14 I'm on right now. The last one.
And what year did you start in Cubase?
2003, when I came here.
Okay.
2003. Because before that, when I was in St. Maarten, I was using Cakewalk black and white screen with the dots.
Okay.
Yeah. I still have Cakewalk on my system, but I have the Platinum, Cakewalk Platinum. I don't use it. I also have Studio 17. I use it a little bit, but I'm a Cubase guy.
Okay. You know, we're going to take another little short break, and we'll be back after this. Stay tuned. Keep it locked right here on Sonix TV1.
I gave you all the love I've got. I gave you more than
I mean,
That was No Ordinary Love featuring Patrice Isley out of Las Vegas. So we're here with the one and only Ronnie Payne, and we're discussing technology. Show the people your setup, Ronnie.
yeah. I mean, get this right where it came from.
If you could pick it up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could get a better angle.
You see them DAT machines in them there?
Yeah. Can you pick it up higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I see you.
Yeah.
I see
That's
you.
where we started. And as you notice that they're not lighting they're just antiques now. That's where it all started. Now the lighted ones are here.
Nice.
These are here.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah.
You a bad man. You a bad man. Getting it done.
You got the controllers. Yeah. Get the screen, everything.
So Notator is your thing, and also your piece. No, what's your platform again? I'm sorry.
PC.
PC, and what digital audio workstation are you working with? We said DAW earlier, and that's what that means. Digital audio workstation.
Cubase 14.
Cubase. Got it.
Yeah.
You know, so this man has worked with so many greats from the Caribbean through to Orlando, and so he moves to Las Vegas. So tell me, you told the story of how that transpired. Once you got to Vegas and you were starting to work, who was some of the artists you worked with and some of the shows you just jumped right into in the beginning of your time in Vegas?
My first set of boys was some Trini boys that been here or been like a 10 years before I get here. They've been here already another 10 years before I got here. And I hooked up with them, and they were glad to get me because I understand and I could relate to the kind of music they were doing. It was like breath of fresh air for them guys with them. So I started with them, and then they let me know right up, because I came during the summertime, they let me know off the bat, here happening. Vegas is a place when the summer done, the reggae done. But I couldn't understand that coming from Florida, because Florida reggae is year round. So I'm like, they're joking with me, man. Yeah. When the summer was done in Vegas, the reggae was done. That's my wife. No one.
When the rum done, the fun done.
I have no one. I like, these boys were serious. So now I'm forced now to, but there's a nice thing. I'm not just a reggae player. I'm a musician. Yeah, I was forced now to go find the other cats. Went and find the other cats. It was a little hard getting in, because when I open my mouth, I know that kind of like say a little something. Yeah, he's an island boy, but I don't think he might know some of this American music. Yeah. But some of them take a chance. Some of them take a chance with me. And yeah, I had to prove myself. Well, another issue I had coming Vegas, I was only playing a lot of R&B. I was playing a lot of R&B, so some of these jazz standards and some of the pop tunes, I wasn't so familiar with them. I was only more on the R&B side. I remember playing in this open mic. I took a while before I got on stage, because they were signing a paper, what instrument did they name or what instrument they play. So I'm looking at it. And then the keyboard player, it wasn't a keyboard, it was a piano that actually had up there. The piano player, ain't nobody going to relieve him. I'm like, oh man, there's no piano players in the house. This is not the last set now, and I'm there all night. Something's okay, man. Go and relieve this guy. I put my name down, and the guy who was hosting the show was Early Clover. This is Early Clover. This is book 2003. Yeah. He picked up he said, oh, we finally have another piano player in the house. And he's a run too, because the other guy he was playing was Ron Brown. And he's a run too. I went on there, do what I had to do, came off. And then the next week I got a call from Early Clover, because I left my number, I got a call from hey, can I speak to Ron Payne, please? I said, speaking. He said, want to make some money tonight? I'm like, yeah. He said, where you played last week? I'm like, I know I had no gig last week. Where I played last week? Where? He said, this one thing. I'm like, yeah, where you played last week? And then I remember, oh, the open mic. And then like, hey, but I just come to Vegas. I ain't trying to create no problem here. I ain't trying to take nobody gig. You have a piano player. He said, that's why I'm calling you. He don't really want to do it because they're a little too late for him. And like, okay, if that's the reason, yeah. And when I started doing that, is where I kind of try to meet, because I open mic, I started meeting a lot of people in Vegas. And I run into a girl called Lonnie Clark because she came up and started, she was singing with Marvelous at the time, that she started calling some songs that I didn't even know. She came up to me behind the piano, nice. What you know? I'm like, I gotta call R&B. She said, I'm listening to you, you're a good player, but you need to know song. She bring 4 CDs from, remember 2003, we're still in the CDs, bro. She bring 4 CDs. She say, if you want to be in Vegas, listen to this kind of music. I sat home and I drilled them 4 CDs, so maybe 40 to 50 songs. I drilled that. She went on the road with her Marvelous group, came back like 7 years after, asked for me and finally run to me. I asked for you and I thought I hear good things. When I know you, you didn't know. Now you play with everybody.
You tell them, hey, I grew.
Now you play with everybody. Yeah.
So, you know, so tell me some of the shows. Vegas shows, it's very difficult to get into. If people don't know, if you try to get into like these Broadway shows, these Vegas shows, tell us some of the shows that you were able to play for and be, you know, also be music director of.
MD, the MD show that I actually did not much of was with Ronnie Payne. Ronnie Payne had a swinging Sundays. I was doing that. I did not heavy MD, but I did some kind of MD there because I was there too with a guitar player, Ronnie Waders. He was kind of MDing too. And when he's not there, but I was taking over. So that was that kind of thing. I had a little run-in with Cameo. It didn't end up nice, but I did that. Yeah. I did some of that. I did Cameo was over at Westgate at the time. I did some of that. Outside of that is a lot of bands around town.
And so you did tell me some of the shows you actually played in, I believe, was the Motown show?
Yeah, I did Hitsville.
Hitsville.
Yeah, so
you know, this man has worked with some of everybody. He doesn't really remember all the people he's worked with. So Hitsville, Motown's Hitsville, was that with Jin, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
what other shows have you played with here in Vegas?
What's that?
What other shows have you played in Vegas?
In showroom, there was just the Hitsville, Cameo. I think that's it. Everything else is just bands and lounges and stuff. Yeah. Tell
us some of the venues you played in. Everything.
Woo! Orleans. I was there with a classic rock band, Crush. I've been there 5 years at the Orleans there with Crush. Also with Crush at Stratosphere, which is Strat now. Venetian. I'm starting with what I used to do and coming to where I'm at now. Mm-hmm. Looking for other rooms.
Just any rooms. Any rooms you played in.
Now I'm at MGM, Tuscany. Yeah, but I've been in Tuscany a while now. Almost 7.5 years. Yeah.
This man has played everywhere, and has played with some of the most amazing talents in the world. So it's just a wonderful thing to have this man here with us today. He's produced, written, arranged, composed, music directed, you name it.
This guy's been doing it for a very, very long time. What's next for Ronnie Payne?
Man, I'm playing from now till these fingers and this body decide like, hey, you can't do it.
You're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride it out. If I can still play, if I need to get a kid to carry my gear and set it up, all I gotta do is walk on stage and play. If it takes that, that's what I'll be doing.
Well, you did share some breaking news with me today. You might be forgetting, but you shared some breaking news with me today. Ronnie Payne is going to be releasing a new album in January 10th, correct? 2025, right?
Yeah, 2025. I'm gonna release that single. Don't wait.
And you're hearing it first right here on Sonix TV1. Ronnie Payne's new album called Don't Wait will be released January 10th, 2025. So
it's gonna be on first. It's gonna be on all them platforms because I set up a TuneCore and I clicked on all the platforms.
So it's going to be released on all the platforms. Who do you have on the album? Any artists, musicians?
Yeah, you got your boy Philip Henry, man. It's Philip and I. That's Philip and I. Yeah.
Oh man, this is going to be amazing. Shout out to Philip Henry.
Philip Henry did all the guitar works for me, and all the keys and vocals is me. Yeah.
So this is going to be phenomenal. So everyone stay tuned for that. January 10th, 2025. Any parting words for our guests?
Hey guys, look out for Ronnie Payne. Should be coming out with some more. I took too long. It's here now. It's been sitting on my hard drive for too long. Time to release.
It's time to release it to the world, man. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so grateful that you had time to spend with us, and we couldn't be more grateful to spend our time with my brother right here, Ronnie Payne, the one and only Ronnie Payne.
Yeah, same here, man.
All right, my brother. We'll look forward to catching up with you soon.
Yeah.
And that's Ronnie Payne, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, check him out. You can reach out to him on his at his email address on the screen. It's just a wonderful thing to get to spend time with people. The one and only Ronnie Payne, and his email address is jamdevron@gmail.com, jamdevron@gmail.com. The new album, Don't Wait, January 10th, 2025. That's right, you're learning about it here today. This is breaking news, so check him out on his website. Check him out. Get his music in January. That's right. So Ronnie Payne has spent his day with us. He has such a career spanning from the Caribbean, St. Maarten, Trinidad, Orlando. This brother has been there and done it. So we're so grateful to have him here on the show today. So also, if you want to find out about my music and my artistry, you can check out my website at sonixmusic.net, sonixmusic.net. Find out about all my music on all digital platforms, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal. It's just everywhere. So please go out and check it out. Support. Also, you can find out about my bio, my history, also on the website. And also, you can get some of my merchandise if you like what you see. sonixmusic.net/store, sonixmusic.net/store. You get my hats, my t-shirts, all made by Joe Lou Enterprises. Yes, that's right, Joe Lou Enterprises. Shout out to Joe Lou Enterprises. And also the shirt that I have on today is created and made. And join us next week for episode 16. Right here on Sonix TV1, we will have the one and only legendary Sugar Blue. That's right. Sugar Blue will be our guest on episode 16. He has played with the Rolling Stones, and he's on that song Missing You. Harmonica blues legend Sugar Blue will be joining us for episode 16. You don't want to miss out. Today, you like what you heard? Please subscribe and like the channel right down below. That's right. Subscribe and like down below. Also, you'll see the description of the show. And when you subscribe, you'll be able to get the notifications and be in the know about what we have going on, upcoming events, You could also reach out to us and give us your feedback. We have all contact information below. Reach out to us. We love to hear from you. And ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Thank you everyone for joining us today on Sonix TV1, where you are number one and our guests are stars among stars. I greatly appreciate you spending your time with us today, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Be inspired, be uplifted, and be entertained. I am your host, Sonix, and I am so glad you spent it today, and I see you next time right here on Sonix TV1. God bless.